Just in time for Christmas, we have some new things that you're going to make wonderful presents, and the recipients are going to think you're amazing.
Oh, absolutely. With new silver and gold jewelry and some beautiful new artwork to go with it.
Makes it super, super easy. Come play with us. Ta-da! Here they all are. Just like Gail said, we now have silver in all of the styles, the round,
the pendants,
square,
right?
In both, in the pendants. Of course, we all have the cabochons, the glass pieces we've had before, and they don't break, you can see. And then we also have them in the gold.
In the gold.
It's kind of a bronzy gold.
Right, but with those cabochons that fit in there, as well as the silver and gold chains. But what I really love here is the artwork. So you've got 199 pieces of artwork here in the round, the square, and the oval, and the rectangular. And these are all ready to just cut out to be perfectly shaped, so it's so easy to make beautiful jewelry.
Now, we did do a webisode earlier this year, and you can go into the archive, just type in jewelry.
That's right, just type in jewelry, and that one's going to come up. You're going to see us do all of the things that you can do with these, you can do with those, the black, because those were the black pendants, and so all of the same thing, but we've got this added addition of the artwork.
So we're going to scoot this off and go into some steps
right
just
into
to
a
show
demo,
you.
or you want to show, okay.
Right into a demo.
Right into a demo. So what I have here are the corner dazzles, and we used these in the first webisode. I just briefly want to show you. There it is.
You'll get them like that.
All intact. And what I want to show you is how easy it is to put those dazzles on and to get going. I'm going to start by just peeling up the dazzles.
And this is the corner dazzles. We looked through all of our dazzles and found that this just had so many options. And you do place the dazzle on the flat side of the glass cabochon.
So I've got the flat side. So here's the dome side on top. So I turn it over to the flat side because you're going to have these dazzles on the back. And you can just place them wherever you think it looks beautiful.
This is the easiest one to do.
Like that.
And it's fine that that extra area sticks out because
you can just cut it off. And I don't really go sort of up and down. I sort of turn it a little at an angle so I get a nice clean cut on the edge of that cabochon, that glass cabochon. New word for me here. I learned that from Paulette. So there we go. And now that's on the back there. And I'm going to remove those little dazzles. I don't really have another
dazzle bits.
Dazzle bits. And then really this is ready right now to go ahead and put into your glass pendant.
Right.
So that can be beautiful just like that without any other altering. And there's a couple of different ways that you can fix that in there. You can use 3D crystal lacquer, just a little bit of it in the base of your pendant, and that's going to anchor it like glue, and it dries clear. Or you can use
the extra sticky adhesive. Now this has an orange liner and it comes in a package with 2 sheets. And these are 8 by 11, so they're big sheets.
And I'm going to show you how to use that in a little bit.
One other thing while you're doing that.
Well, I'm doing I'm going to wait. Do you want to show one? Let's show one.
Yeah, I guess I just wanted to show this so that we can get in close, because this is, we were talking about the dazzles. This is one that Gail did, and those dazzles, I really had to think about when I was trying to duplicate what she did.
Okay.
So if you have the same struggle, I just want to tell you that what she took was this corner and the mirror image of the corner. And you don't want to have the straight edges showing, you want that wiggly edge.
Right.
You just place them at an angle.
Just place them at an angle on there, and just like this one, then you can just cut off the edges and you can get whatever look that you like.
Right.
But kind of another place that you can go with this, and we did talk about this in the first webisode, is using glass stain on the back. And really simple to do. I have another one of the little round ones. I've placed a dazzle on there. And
from the same corner dazzles?
From the same corner dazzles. They work beautifully with this. And then you just get out a little toothpick, open up one of your glass stains, and just start picking it up and placing it on there right in those open areas. And you can really pick it up pretty easy and just sort of a little bit of it and start moving it around. And choose any color you want, go around and paint all of those open areas. And this is something you're going to have to do, like plan to do this part the day before. It takes 24 hours for the glass stain to dry. And when you're done, let's show one that's all painted and done.
Okay, here are the ones in the gold. So we'll get in close. So there it is in the green. That's the square, obviously. Here it is in a round one. Very nice. Now you can see some glittery, sparkly behind there. We'll tell you how to do that next.
Right.
Let me show you some that were in the silver. Here is kind of a fleur-de-lis, very pretty.
Beautiful.
And here's another of kind of just a quadrant, but very, very pretty.
Right. So you want me to go to the glitter?
Yeah.
Or the, okay.
Why don't you go to the silver?
To the silver.
Yeah.
Okay. So another product that we have is this mirror sheet.
Right.
It's a self-adhesive mirror sheet. I have just a little piece of it, and I'll let you.
It looks like this. It comes in 6x9 sheets, and it has a film on it, which you're going to talk about. But when we're going especially into the gold, we want to reflect that light.
Right.
And that's what Gail did on this one, is in order to use the gold finishes on the pendants, we want to reflect that light.
Right.
So that's what the silver is going to be used for.
Now you're seeing glitter on there, but I'm going to show you two different ways to
Right.
reflect that light. So let's go to the mirror, which is here. Now, like I said, I just have this piece of it. And what's great about the cabochons is they're going to give you the perfect size for tracing around and cutting out whatever you need for the inside of your pendant.
So it becomes your template.
It becomes your template.
Right.
So I'm going to turn this over because it's a lot easier to write on the back of it, to use the pencil on the back. I'm going to place it right on the back of that. I'm going to use my pencil and just go around just like this. And it's really very simple, just with the pencil all the way around. And then just use standard scissors to go ahead and cut that out. And it is thicker because this is a plastic piece. Mm-hmm. So, but scissors work fine. Just sort of work your way around when you're done.
And one thing I'll tell you is you don't have to be exact.
Right.
Because it goes into the pendant, any wiggly edges are going to disappear. So you don't even have to worry.
You can't really see it.
Yeah.
So it just fits in there
Hooray.
perfectly. So we know that it fits in there. Now I need to pull it out here for a second. And I want to remove that film on the front. So look at this. There we go. Now it looks like a mirror.
It really does.
Now at this point, if you go ahead and take your Dazzle covered pendant and place it on top of that, you get a nice shiny mirror effect.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And that is beautiful. So that's one beautiful look. Or wait and add glitter over that mirror. So the way to add the sparkle over that mirror is you're going to do the same thing. You're going to use your pendant, you're going to trace onto it, or you can trace onto the back, whatever's easiest. So once you've traced that and cut it out, you have this glitter piece. And the glitter piece you can place right on top of that mirror. So I'm just going to peel this off. Again, it's self-adhesive, so you're not having to add any glue or anything like that to it. And place it right over the mirror, just like so. Now, if you want to, you could also place like a piece like so right over that large mirror piece and then trace it and cut it out once. That's an idea, just to have that glitter on there already. Yeah. So that's a nice look. But then again, once you place that cabochon on top of there, now you've got that glitter effect. Now, the way you want to attach this, now we said there are two ways. Remember, you can use crystal lacquer on the back of that to attach that glitter covered mirror piece to your pendant. Or you can use the extra sticky.
Right, which has the orange liner.
Right. And I'm going to show that. Again, you use the cabochon to trace and then cut out a piece of the extra sticky.
Now, a note here, you're not going to be successful doing a pencil on the extra sticky. You're really going to need a pen or a Sharpie.
Right.
One or the other. And you do want to trace it onto the orange side. There
Right.
is a kind of a yellow on the back
Okay.
side. You want to flip it over?
Right.
It's really kind of easier, we found, to do it on the orange
On the
side.
orange side. If you do try to use a pencil, I'll show you. You can see it a little bit, especially if you turn it and the light hits it, but it will be a lot easier with that permanent
Yeah.
marker. So since we've done that and we've cut this, I'm going to pull off the paper backing. Now, extra sticky tape is a double-sided adhesive. It's actually like caught between a paper layer and this orange plastic layer. So what we're doing is first pulling off that paper on the back of the adhesive and placing it on the back of our glitter-covered mirror piece. I'm just going to place that on there. I'm going to rub it on, and then I sort of push the edge down pretty good so that I can peel off that orange sticky part. This is always the tricky part for me.
Well,
but
and if you have any trouble, just highly recommend the retractable penknife. It's going to allow you to slip that in, and if you have any difficulty, stab it. Actually stab that sucker.
You know, that is the first thing that I do. So I do stab it and then pick it up, and
sometimes you have to talk to it a little bit.
I think I've got it, and I've dropped it several times. So okay, so there's the orange. I'm trying to pick it up. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether you have the orange and the sticky, but see, now there's the sticky. So I'm leaving the sticky in place, removing the orange covering, closing my penknife.
Right.
And then I'm going to go ahead and place it within the piece. Should I go ahead and do it? Or, okay, so I'm going to place it in there, and it's nice and extra sticky. I'm going to push it all the way down.
And you can take the penknife again and just rub it along. Like I said, I just did a couple of these, and I wasn't as precise in cutting as my friend Gail is, so I had a little bit extra, so I just pushed it down. It was just fine.
Nice.
Worked really well.
And then you're ready.
The glass.
And then you're ready to put in the cabochon.
But you have to do it the
go.
same way with the extra sticky, putting it on the back of the cabochon. And one note is that when you get that oval and you've got it, the yellow part removed, and you place it down, really press it in place. You just want to make sure there aren't any air bubbles or anything in there.
So at this point, you're going to use another piece of the extra sticky. You're going to place it on the back of the glass, remove the paper, remove the orange, and then stick that in place.
And you're done.
And you're done.
You're done.
Okay, one more way to do this, and oh gosh, I think you can probably think of a lot of ways to do it, but one more piece that we have is that art element. And let's look at some of the designs. I'm just going to pull that away for you.
Well, as you saw in the beginning, you get a sheet for each style, each style. So the 1-inch circle, the 1-inch square, the oval, and the rectangle. And Gail has chosen the oval. And you can see all of the artwork. So you get things that are for Christmas, that are for every day, that are very vintage looking, nature.
I love that there's different colors, so you can sort of match this to whatever outfit you have, or match the design to whatever friend you have or family member. I do think these are really quick and easy Christmas presents. And it doesn't have to say Christmas on there, by the way, but that's also available, as you see. So it's really fun artwork.
It is, and it's sized to work perfectly, so that's a really big help.
So there they are, and that's all I did, is I chose my design.
You're up there.
I chose my design, I cut it out on the line, and it's ready to for me to decide what I want to do with it. At this point, I'm going to put the extra sticky on the back, so I'll be ready to fix that into my pendant. So I've already traced and cut it out, and like I said, you can put the sticky on there before you cut out some of the pieces, so that you don't have to cut that oval more than once. I'm just going to line that up and place it right on the back there. As good as I miss it a little bit.
And that's okay. That's okay.
Okay, and now I'm going to remove that orange. Oh, wait a minute, I'm not going to remove the orange yet because I want to talk about something else. So that's on there. When I'm ready to stick it into the pendant, I'll remove the orange. It'll be sticky, and I will place it into my pendant. But I have another option. So this way, the beautiful artwork shines through just like that, and that is a beautiful look. But what if I used a piece of the glitter adhesive? This one I have ready to go. Peel up. Place it on there. I think I'll start up at the top, like so.
You have a glittery Christmas look.
A glittery Christmas look. Just beautiful. Isn't that beautiful?
And you're not wearing it.
Right. And I'll just remove the orange adhesive, the orange piece that's covering the adhesive, place it in my pendant once that sticky side has been removed. I'll use another piece of the sticky or crystal lacquer on here and place it in my pendant.
And then you have a glittering look.
So beautiful, yes. And you've got 199 art options for this.
Exactly, exactly.
Beautiful.
Now, as we said before, you can use photographs and put Dazzles on top of the cabochon. So after they're already inside, you can do that.
I think that's just a given. Now that's, oh, I want to do that.
You like that, huh?
You can do that for every member of your family and wear one on a particular day.
It just works really, really well.
It does.
And don't tell anyone, but Penelope and I are going to be making necklaces for her mom and her other grandmother.
So that's fun.
So it just makes it easy and fun. And I think that for us as paper crafters, it's just so much fun to have something that is very different and to make gifts. I mean,
and this is great, and this is easy, and I'm thinking, you know, you could also get out your stamps and your inks and do your own artwork and put that in one of these. I mean, that would be a wonderful Christmas present as well.
You definitely could.
Or whenever.
And one more thing to tell you, these are relatively inexpensive.
Oh, yeah.
Now, they're sold in, not the paper, but the pendants are sold in sets of two of the same size. The cabochons are sold in sets of 2.
Right.
The chains are sold in sets of 2. So that's how it's all done.
And we do that, correct me if I'm wrong, we do that so that you can make one for yourself and one for somebody else,
yes,
right?
That would be why. But the value is so wonderful and the price is so doggone good.
Right. So have fun.
Right.